That's usually Penn State dominating the shot department.
Not see that, especially at the Blue Ice Arena.
Shot
What the
department.
heck happened there? Alright. So we have the defender turning. You can see he's pointing his toes to the outside, which means that his heels are pointing to the inside. And when you're an offensive player with the puck, you attack the defender's heels. So this white puck carrier does a good job going back to the inside, attacking the heels, and he gets past and breaks his ankles. So now we have another defender coming back to challenge. His toes are pointing to the outside, his heels are pointing to the inside. This second white player is attacking that defender's heels. This is a 2-on-1. Again, 18 recognizes this and tries to get that pass back to his teammate. It gets picked off this time, but it was the right idea.
Buckeyes, can they do it again? What kind of period are we going to see here from Ohio State? Are they going to keep coming? Or are they going to try to put a clamp down a little more from Ohio State? Are they going to keep coming?
I like this route that he's taking. Again, not just starting on the boards at a standstill. He's curling towards the boards, so he's got momentum when he catches the puck.
Or are they going to put...
In this case, he just does a quick little like release. I don't even know exactly how he did that. How he got the puck off the boards that
Ohio
quickly.
State, are they going to keep coming?
He's like on his backhand, and he just... Yeah, I think he just catches that very impressively, like as it's coming up the boards, and just straight up redirects it. I don't know how he did that. That was really cool. He doesn't quite get it on his teammates.
Down a little more and play defensively against this Penn State.
Still, I like the route he took towards the boards there.
Jared Crespo in front.
It also one more. Let's watch it one more
Ohio
time.
State, are they going to keep coming?
Let's watch his head. See, he's catching the puck way ahead of him here. His head is up so he can see the puck, and if there was anyone pinching down on him, any defender, he'd be able to see that as well. That's another reason why taking that angle is
Try to
very good.
put a clamp down a little more and play defensively against this Penn State vaunted offense.
Jared Crespo in front, glancing back to the point. Jackson Smith on his backhand. Wedges it down low. Crespo, a defenseman there down deep. Fink up top replacing him. Nisa looks him off. Crespo.
I like that play by the defender there.
Replacing him.
This just habit of just you catch it in stride, you walk to the center. This is already very dangerous. You see McCarr do this all the time. He takes the puck off the boards, and then right here he maintains his momentum, comes towards the middle, fakes a few shots, opens up the angle. His teammates come to the front of the net, and he locates the best possible place to shoot it for a rebound, basically.
Crespo back.
In case
Fink up top replacing him.
this player catches the puck, goes to the center, but he stays a little bit too high. I would like to see him push a little bit further in towards the net and start. This player is coming out to challenge him. I want him to accept that challenge and go straight at him. And then you have deceptive options at that point. You can fake left, go right, fake right, go left, use him as a screen, shoot. You can release to your defender, your defense partner here. There's all sorts of things you can do. I prefer it when like the puck here takes initiative and starts leading the defender around, so to speak. Even though he is kind of still doing this, by moving to the center, he's forcing this player on a route that's like curved. He's forcing him to move in this direction. So he kind of knows where he's going.
Back to his usual position. Jackson Smith.
Like, that's not a bad play there by the defender. I just think there's like an even further evolution of what he just did there, which could have made him an even more dangerous threat.
Blast is blocked. Now Gavin McKenna redirected. Blast is blocked.
He just chooses to take the shot here. I think it's because, you know, he's kind of cornered on the boards here. And, you know, getting a shot on net is never the end of the world.
Now Gavin.
So he decides to shoot that.
Jackson Smith's blast
he does
is
have
blocked.
somebody. I'm going to assume he does see his player or know that his player is crashing the net from the side.
Now Gavin McKenna redirected in front. Doesn't get through. Picking up the pieces there is Felix Caron. Trying to finesse his way to center.
Like that player
Broken
almost
up by
got
Smith. Now Gavin McKenna
so this is kind of like
in
a
front.
stick handling move. I don't love to see the stick handling move like this. He's just trying to like put the puck out here and drag it back, but he's not moving his feet. I think moves like this, when you're faking out a defender, the most effective way is to do it with your feet and the actual direction you're moving on the ice instead of just your hands like this.
Now Gavin,
So
McKenna
watch that one more
redirected in
time.
front.
Number
Doesn't get
13,
through.
Red, he's curling around. I want to see him fake hard to the inside with like a C cut right now, and get some hesitation in this attacker, and then you cut to the outside. But there's no C cut there. He just kind of goes with it, and the defender does not bite.
Pieces there is Felix Caron. And a redirected in
I think
front.
he
Doesn't
manages
get
to get through.
Picking up the pieces there is
No, the defender gets a
Felix
stick on it, and
Caron.
that's how he loses it.
Trying to finesse his way to center.
Yeah.
Broken up by Smith. McKenna to
That
his left.
was
Trying to finesse his way to center. Broken up by Smith. McKenna to his left.
it's kind of a spray and pray kind of
Center.
pass right there.
Broken up by Smith.
But he
McKenna
sees
to
his center
left.
calling for it, and when your center is, potential top NHL draft pick, I guess you just try and get the puck to him. But really,
Trying to finesse his way
I
to
think
center.
there's
Broken up
better
by
plays to
Smith.
be made here. You have one player back checking, but that back checking player is headed towards the middle. If you kind of release here, that far side is wide open,
McKenna to his left.
and you have another player you can see on the corner of your screen, another player in white, Penn State player coming in high as well. I think that would have created a 2-on-1 on the other side if he'd gotten that wide instead of going to McKenna there.
Left.
But like I said, I mean, you have such a
They're
high level, prospect on your team. It's very tempting to just pass him the puck. A lot of times,
Weebush
good
holding it
things
in
are
with a
gonna happen.
strong stick. Weebush lays it in front. Smith trying to angle his way in for the shot release in front.
Let's just see. I like what he does
Smith.
here. How smooth he is with this. He's changing this angle. If any of these defenders, if this defender makes a mistake at any point and fails to match it, this is a very dangerous shot because he can use him as a screen. The defender does a good job keeping his angle here until he manages to get the poke.
Angle.
That's a very good defensive play by the red player. But this hesitation, I love to see this hesitation like Seven is doing here,
Smith.
because at any point he can choose to do anything. Any point along this route, he's in total, still in control. He's in control.
For the shot release.
He just decides to kind of throw it in front there
trying
because I
to
think he
angle
sees
his way in for the
his maybe getting loose. I'm not sure what he saw there exactly. I don't think that was the play he should have gone for, of course. It just gets
shot
intercepted.
release.
But the approach to it was good.
Huge moment here. Another power play for Penn State. Looking to take that
Power
2-goal
play.
advantage
Here they
again.
go for the switcheroo.
DeMarsico.
What they're trying to do here with the switches, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this the first time.
DeMarsico.
You attack the player who's not defending you. So this number 14, he's being defended by 19, but he's actually targeting that red player that's behind 19. That's where he's going towards.
Advantage again.
DeMarsico.
So once you do this, if you're lucky, you can create some defensive confusion where these two players aren't quite sure which is their player to cover. There's 3 here, there's 2 here, like who goes for who. And occasionally that kind of miscommunication or confusion that opens up when you change the situation of which defender is supposed to be defending which attacker. That second, maybe half a second of confusion is often enough to open up a lane to get a really good shot on.
Fink.
It doesn't work every time, which is why a lot of the times on these power plays you see players passing back and forth, switching back and forth, and they're not getting a shot off. It's because they keep testing these defenders over and over again. Like at the NHL level, they're testing the defenders to try and catch them making a mistake.
Jackson Smith. He's assisted on both goals, Smith, tonight. McKenna. High.
He
Jackson
chooses to shoot.
Smith. He's assisted on both goals, Smith.
I guess he just sees a lot of traffic and
Tonight, McKenna.
decides to take the
High
shot there.
shot. Sending a dart wide, Hong on his forehand.
That wasn't as clean as some of the ones
Smart
in the,
play, but
the
good
first
hustle
period that we
and
saw.
range there for Smith to hold it in.
There's that length working in his favor.
Think the forward up top with Smith. Gavin McKenna, the one-timer. Think
goes
the
in.
forward up top with Smith.
Let's
There's
go back
that
a little
length
bit
working
here.
in his favor.
Think the forward up
He's trying, I think by changing this angle like this,
top with Smith.
he's, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but he's lining up all these defenders in the center of the ice with him, which is creating a whole lot of traffic in front. You can see the goalie craning his neck to try and get around the screen here. I wish the Penn State player in front would have done a little bit of a better job, like actively screening the goalie, stepping into his view here to delay his reaction to this one time.
Gavin McKenna, the one.
But in this case, the goalie does end up seeing the pass and reacting pretty well to it. He's following it across. But it somehow just ends up getting through him.
McKenna, the one-timer.
I don't know. I feel like the goalie probably thinks he should have saved that one. He just goes right over his blocker. Oh, that's a nice view. Oh, did it bounce off? I think he might have saved it, and it went off the Penn State player's back. Yeah, that's what happened. He ended up stopping this puck with his blocker, and then it bounced off of this Penn State player's back and into the net. That's crazy. Okay.
Exactly that. That's
and sometimes you get lucky.
So successful last year.
But just having that traffic in front, you know, it creates the luck.
When they got hot in the second half of the season.
So Sam Hillebrand has replaced Christopher Eberle. This is usually a two-man rotation, so this is an unfamiliar territory for Hillebrand to see the ice. It's a 4-1 advantage now for Penn State.
See this again? I love these.
For Penn State.
I really love to see a good board. In these situations, this is like what Sidney Crosby excels at. It's really fun to watch him on the board. Unfortunately, he kind of fumbles the puck here, which puts him into this board battle. I think he would have liked to catch that in stride and really get that off fit quick, but he ends up in a board battle. And he draws this player in. He's looking over his shoulder. He sees this player come in, and he sees his teammate, and he waits till this player gets in. He lifts his stick out of the way, and as soon as he lifts his stick, he makes that pass through his legs to his team. That's so cool.
Fink at center. Misa, bouncing puck.
Just little, like, inch-by-inch plays like that, where you
bounces deeper into.
You really, like, kind of manipulate the opponent's body into being where you want it, and their stick into going the direction where you want it to go, and then you play around that.
Buckeye territory.
It's just
where Broughton Sabo will take over. McBrayer, Thompson there goes down. Collision with Godowski, two big bodies. Sealing the wall there. His pass takes a deflection right onto the stick of Aiden Fink. To McKenna, broken up by McGee. Deflection right onto the stick. Effective on the forecheck. His pass takes.
Look at McKenna here on the left-hand side. What's going on?
It's a deflection.
I don't think he wants to receive this puck right now. Like, I think what he's doing is holding this player's stick back because he wants his teammate to rush in through this gap, and he wants to take this defender's stick out of the equation. Because then what happens here is if this player, this puck carrier on white, rushes to the center, this defender cannot use their stick because McKenna's got it tied up. They're going to have to go in with their body. And if they go in with their body, they don't have control of their stick. This player can easily slide the puck to the outside. McKenna can then take it and go. I think that's what he's thinking right there. But I don't think his teammate understands
on the forecheck.
What he's thinking.
His pass takes a deflection right on the stick of Aiden Fink. Forecheck. His pass takes a deflection right onto the stick.
Yeah, the second defender cuts in as well and kind of cuts off the lane. But at the same time, because this wide red defender was playing the inside, was playing that 2-on-1, that still opens up this wide lane.
Fink to McKenna, broken up by a deflection right onto the stick of Aiden.
I think the reason he didn't walk into it is because he sees this defender turning his skates now and thinks that might be an opportunity to break to the center.
Fink to McKenna, broken up by McGinley nicely. Thompson gives to McGinley, breezing on through. Caron the shot. Thompson, Fink to McKenna, broken up by
entering the zone. These players, two red players, take
right
nice
onto the
routes,
stick of Aiden
maintaining
Fink.
their momentum.
To McKenna, broken up by McGinley nicely.
Good.
Thompson to McKenna, broken up by...
You see this player as an outlet. This is a winger outlet. A lot of time you'll see this player on the regroup just standing along the boards. Before. In this case, he's moving. He draws this this player in to check him. Takes the check, makes the play, leaves the puck out. This center is supporting the puck. He's going to pick it up and keep going.
Gives to McGinn.
So this player...
broken up by McGinley nicely.
Is now back checking really hard because obviously he needs to break up the 2-on-1. But I don't know where.
To McKenna.
Where's the back
broken
check?
Up by McGinley nicely. Thompson gives to McKenna.
That's a very weak back
broken up
check
by
White,
McGinley nicely.
See a lot of gliding in these last two players.
Thompson.
If they were skating hard, they'd be maybe almost to the red line by now.
To McGinley.
It'd be to the blue line.
Breeze.
I don't know if they'd be in time, but they might be close.
On through, Caron the shot, scores! Felix Caron finds a little catnip.
Save percentages in the high 8.
So you hate to see the lackluster back check there, even if it wouldn't have made a difference.
80s. Oh, what a block!
It was Hong on that fascia blast. Fascia again this time. Squeezed through. It's gloved down by Adam Isley. Lifted in, Hong. Through.
This board pass is something I'm seeing more often.
It's gloved down by...
Where instead of passing it directly to them, you'll pass it off the boards, so it ends up
by
in front
Adam
of them.
Isley.
I mean, it's been around for a long time, of course, but I've been seeing it used at high levels of play more often lately.
Lifted in, Hong. Trying to twist away from defenders. Hong.
Let's see that board battle again.
Gloved down by Adam Isley. Lifted in.
He stops here.
Hong.
I guess it's fine in this case. I would have liked him to see him fake to the inside before stopping. So instead of just stopping here, you fake towards the inside, fake C-cut, and stop. Then that both buys you a little bit more trapdoor, so you can curl away without losing your momentum, and also forces this defender to respect that, and maybe he turns into the center a little bit more, and you get a harder ankle break when you turn around. So of course there's back checkers here, so the release is only going to buy you so much time, and he's not moving.
Gloved down by Adam Isley
into the open eye.
Lifted
After
in,
you release, you move your feet, crossover to release. That he does not move. He's kind of standing there, which reduces his time even further. If he was crossing over, he could be going up into this open ice up high and changing his angle. And if you have that puck carrier, like doing the Gretzky release, changing the angle by skating back up along the boards, and also you have trailers changing the angle by skating in towards the net, that creates a lot of complicated angles that makes it difficult for the defenders to protect every moment of those passing angles. Said
trying to twist away from defenders.
Hope you know what I mean.
Leaves for Ryan Gordon. Right back for James Hong. Hong swings it in front. Gordon in the high slot on his backhand. Gordon in the high
we have a board battle. The player in red is using his body to protect the puck. He's right along the boards. This is advantageous position for the white defender.
Backhand.
Puck carrier does not want to be on the board. It looks like the defender's just kind of being overpowered, though. He's not quite sure what's going on. He's not controlling the battle.
Gordon in the high slot on his backhand.
Spins around, tries to get his stick on this side. This red player, when you're in this kind of position, board battling, generally speaking, you know, if the depending player behind you sticks their stick out to one side, you go to the other side and you spin off that check. In this case, it looks like he kind of doesn't have room to do that, so he kind of fakes it and then goes the other way and then kind of passes it off.
Little cycle here. Gordon couldn't get the pass.
Because he was so close to the boards. Like, usually you'd want to be just a little bit off the boards, and then you can use that trapdoor to escape.
Great keep in there with the swat by Sabo, but it's only momentarily. Ben Schoen skates forward. Dropping. It's only momentarily.
No.
Ben Schoen skates forward. Dropping.
I mean, throw it on net, and you never know. Like, sometimes
Ben Schoen skates forward.
Things will happen.
Dropping. But it's only momentarily.
That said, this is a good zone entry. Number 12 skates it into the zone, and he doesn't just skate, you know, into the the corner or even straight, or he's very intentionally curling back to the inside here to create more room for his player on the board. This back checker in red, I think he could do a better job reading this play. His player is this player on the boards. He's skating to the inside. He's puck watching. He's watching 12, and he's also trying to play number 12 and this 2-on-1 over here. Because he chooses the wrong player to defend. This number 93 on the boards has a lot more space. He could have stopped and released and passed it off. In this case, he just skated in and shot it. Like, you're not going to see that go in very often. He does shoot it towards the blocker, which makes a rebound likely. And he does have two players crashing the net, so I think that's probably what he was hoping for, was just like a blocker save into a potential rebound. In this case, just something goes wrong for the goalie and it goes straight in.
Van Olm scores! Shea Van Olm! The party continues for Penn State. Seen by Penn State, McGinley back to collect. Laubach seals the wall, fake to McKenna, shoots!
Watch this.
Seen by Penn State,
With the keep
McGinley
in,
back to collect.
just a blind ring around. What the heck was... I don't know what that defender was thinking. He had all the time in the world to gain possession and make a good play. Just brings it around, turns it over. Now, what's this player going to do with the ring around? We have this player in red taking an inside angle, trying to cut off all the passing lanes. He's just going to slide it past, just pick a weak spot in that block and just slide it past an area pass. Because he sees that his player is coming with speed and he's going to be able to collect.
Laubach seals the wall. McGinley
So
back
when
to
does
collect.
that second player get their head up? Catches the puck. I think right now he sees McKenna in his peripherals.
Laubach.
And probably McKenna's also calling for it at this point, I'd imagine. So he gets to him right here.
Wall.
Now, this shot, you see, look at where his skates are pointing. They're wide to the corner here, which means he's telegraphing his movement to the corner. This defender is moving to defend that. He's moving to the toes. Crosses over. That crossover was created by McKenna kind of faking to the corner, like that, skating to the corner. Now he's going to drag it around, drag the puck in, and snap right
McKenna shoots. Hillebrand stopping. Laubach
one more time.
Seals the
Little
wall.
toe dragging. Look at all that area he
collect.
covers with the drag shoot.
Laubach seals the wall.
Fakes both with the puck and his skates, and then he starts to cut in with his left skate to move a little bit towards the center, and he drags the puck, and that's like a solid foot, maybe even more than a foot that he drags the puck to get it around the defender.
McKenna shoots. Hillebrand
He gets it so far around the defender that he's able to shoot on the left-hand side of the net.
stopping Gavin McKenna there. McKenna and Penn State holding in. Stopping Gavin McKenna there.
He's trying to catch it inside here. This kind of move around 6 just comes as a result of him trying to pick that puck up while he's moving towards the center, much like a defender would do on the blue line.
And Penn
Second player comes in. He's
State
trying to,
holding in.
kind of in survival mode at this point. Ends up doing a little bit of a panic play there.
Loose puck, Aiden
Not
Fink.
quite turning it over, but
State holding in. Loose puck, Aiden Fink. Gavin McKenna, he's in. Gavin McKenna there.
Going to end up scoring a
McKenna
goal
and
there.
Penn State holding in.
He
McKenna
creates
there.
it even after he
McKenna
gets that
Penn
puck
State
broken up.
holding in.
He sees the puck. He's following it. Still, it's close to him, and he no hesitation. He's moving. He's following it, and he creates another turnover here, just by getting in that player's business. Things go right for him. He's a player in the zone that picks it up,
Aiden Fink.
and
Gavin in.
then he sees that the turnover is happening. It's going to his teammate, and he recognizes it right there and explodes into open
Loose
ice,
puck,
away from this defender,
Aiden Fink.
so that he has time.
Gavin McKenna.
Fakes the shot there.
Loose puck, Aiden Fink.
Holds the puck out. It's both. This is multi-purpose. He's protecting the puck from these players who are trying to stick check his right-hand side, taking body position on the stick. He's drawing this player towards him, Like this defender in the middle, his only goal right now should be, well, it's kind of twofold. It's to prevent McKenna from walking into the center and changing the angle, like moving to the right-hand side of the net. That's one of his priorities. His other priority is, of course, to prevent the pass. With McKenna faking to the left-hand side here, he's watching this defenseman closely to see what he does. The defenseman turns his skates, turns his stick around the other side, and McKenna immediately passes the weak point. It's like, again, you don't have to be like skating at somebody and trying to get past them to break their ankles here. McKenna breaks this defender's ankles just to look off. See, look, he sees him turning his skates, passes immediately as he turns his skates, and now defender, like, there's nothing he can do. He can't stop his momentum turning around, so he just does a full, like, spin-orama here in the crease.
Nisa shoots, scores! Nisa from McKenna!
So what this defender should have done is just relaxed in the middle here. He's got to be relaxed. You got to be, in the zone. You can't be panicking. He kind of enters panic mode here. So this is good. Right now it's fine. He's in a perfectly fine position to defend right here. If he just stands here, prevents the pass, any kind of pass across, he only needs to engage McKenna. If he tries to stick handle across the crease here, the goalie's responsibility is to cut off this right-hand angle in a 2-on-1 situation. He turns and commits. That's his mistake right there. He opens up the pass. He's being watched very closely, and as soon as he opens up the pass, it's game over.
Turnovers with 12 minutes left in the second period.
15, 6+ goals for Penn State, and the night is still young. Now turnover. Watch out. Plus goals.
See this? That was an explosive strike.
The night is still young. Now turnover.
Look at how this player catches the puck. The turnover, the player in wrist. He catches it in stride. He's taking a crossover right now, and then he catches it. More crossover.
Now turnover. Watch out.
And look how fast, when it's played in full speed, look how fast he accelerates. Look how he's pulling away. Now I'm going to slow it down. One crossover. That was a kind of a C cut in there. That's a very powerful stride as well when you're changing directions. So there was one of those in there, and then another crossover.
Watch out.
And it was gone. Just two crossovers is all it takes to get that kind of speed advantage.
Davis Burnside.
They are very powerful. They're the most efficient way to gain momentum, to accelerate to your top speed. And if you're at top speed, a linear crossover when you're already at your top speed can actually exceed your top speed if you're skating in a straight line.
Drives it in. Shoot ahead by Fleming.
So you can give yourself a little extra burst of speed over what you would normally be able to reach.
Sabo once again.
Straight power skating.
Burnside. First hit on the forecheck, but an errant pass, and the Buckeyes will have to regroup.
There's very little. There's very little hitting in the corners in this Penn State forecheck. They're getting in tight to force a play, and they're trying to maintain their momentum.
Sealing the wall here is Luke Nisa. Fascia. Dipping puck, and it's
what we've seen here in the first half of this hockey game. We'll see what happens tonight, and then I'm even doubly curious to see if we can have an encore tomorrow night.
James Hong. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Crespo.
What's he communicating?
That wouldn't be a bad thing. Crespo.
I think he's telling his
on his backhand, Jackson.
Which position to pass
Crespo.
it to. I'm not sure.
On his backhand, Jackson Smith. Good
clearly
little twirl.
Communicating something.
Doesn't clear it though. Gordon holding in. He has to watch it. Smith is on his tail. Good angle. He has to watch it. Smith is on his tail.
So he's done a good job so far. 29 Red has done a good job positioning his body in front. How does White get around?
Holding in. He has to watch it. Smith is on his.
He fakes to the left.
Tail.
29 adjusts to the left to try to block him, and then he moved. Number 7 White moves to the right. And that's how he manages to get around there. I'm going to watch that one more time. It's just a fake from Seven. Seven sees that Red is trying to set the pick, and he does a body fake.
He has to watch it. Smith is on his tail.
That's
good angling there by Gordon to keep the big man away from the puck. Now a turnover. Nick Chinda-Graves with the try. He was gifted one in front. Fink. And his stick lifted. Ohio State now an opportunity to clear it. They do so. Ryan Gordon leads the charge. Gordon slides it in. Ahmed to calm things down.
So, just really quickly, I want to point out this winger on the left. Instead of staying wide, he's cutting to the inside here, trying to make this a 2-on-1.
Ahmed to calm things down on that Fink rush. Burnside, the steal. Little soft dump in, under 4 minutes to go. Christensen on the retrieval. Redirected in by Aiden Fink. William Smith, long toss ahead for Hong.
A lot of Hail Mary
Hong
passes.
Loses an edge. Van Olm turns up ice for
By
Penn
that, I
State.
mean 2 in a row from each team.
Shown. Energetically over the line, but didn't have possession.
So now we have, I think this is maybe the first time I've seen one of the Penn State players standing on the boards stationary. Usually they'd be curling towards the boards. But in this case, the player knows full well that they're vulnerable in that position. You can tell by how they react. Like, they're just standing there to draw in the defenders, and they're going to hit this other player with momentum. And this is what, a lot of time the coaches, if you're a youth player, when they're explaining what the breakout is to you, what your role is, and you're the winger, they'll say, go plant your butt on the boards, and then you are the outlet pass. And then that's kind of the extent of the explanation. Like, you get the pass, you give it to your center, or whatever. It fails to really communicate the reason why an outlet pass is important. So you can see right here, this player is being the outlet pass, the typical, stereotypical outlet pass, like a winger on the boards. So when he's standing there, he's just making himself a big juicy target. These players really want to go in for that hit. He's very vulnerable. So he gets the puck. You can see he takes a stride back towards his own zone as he gets the puck. Even when he's standing still on the boards, he doesn't just catch it standing still and do nothing. Like, he knows that when he's standing there, he's going to get pressure from the other side. Like, he's an easy target to pinch off for a defender. So his job is to stand there, draw the defenders in to try and pinch him. He takes a step away from the defenders, and he gets the puck back out into the open ice. And now he's got defenders. See, this defender is like going in for a full-blown hit. He's just totally out of the play. That's the role of an outlet pass. And then maybe the rest of your teammates can take advantage of that player that you've taken out of the play, being out of the play. And hopefully you've managed to hit a player with your pass who's got speed coming down towards the opponent's zone.
Collins, turnover, right to Gordon. Gordon lays it off. Isley the chance, flooding down.
Oh, jeez.
4-2.
So, what caused this turnover? I don't know. They've just been in the habit, it seems like, these past couple of shifts that we've seen of just trying to fling Hail Mary passes way down the ice. I'm not a huge fan of that. The very first one that we saw Penn State do was kind of an outlet pass. But, yeah.
Collins, turnover, right to Gordon. Gordon lays it off.
The longer that puck travels on a pass, the more likely it is to get picked off, because the more time everybody else has on the other team to react to it. And even after you complete the pass, the player receiving the pass has less time to react, because everyone knows who the puck is going to, and everyone on the opposing team who's responsible for covering that player is closing the gap with that player already before they even get the puck.
Chance, flooding down, keeps it out.
4-2 going in Penn State's direction, but an absolute, I don't know how to describe it fully.
Van Olman.
Interesting. So he's a zone here. how he's very intentionally moving slowly. He's just very careful to get on sign. He's not moving. He is moving. It's very intentional. He's skating back towards this direction very slowly to try and pull that defender both towards the boards and out towards the blue line. Look, he actually fully commits. This defender fully commits to him.
Salute.
Watch the red defender on the far side. Right now, this is a 2-on-1. Red defender on the near side is too far outside to be involved in this play. White player 93, I believe, has body position on the inside on that player, and I believe he's crossing over right now, which means he's gaining speed. It'll be very hard to catch. So this is a 2-on-1 between these two white players and this red player on the far side, the far defender. This defender is not even watching this player breaking the net. He's assuming that he's going to be covered by the other defender. He's got full puck watch mode on, I believe this is McKenna, who's just slowly luring him, just standing still basically, just being nice and slow, waiting for him to react. And as soon as he reacts, as soon as he bites, just flips it right past him.
Van Olmen shoots, scores! Van Olm!
Well, I think McKenna's doing a very good job of watching defenders and taking hold of them, basically. Yeah, this patience, he waits until the commitment and then goes. And I don't know, maybe if... I wonder what he would have done if this defender had not committed to that, if he'd backed off and taken... cut off this passing lane instead. I think he'd have turned around and just skated towards the net and taken what this defender gave him. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, that he was just watching this defender and was going to react to whatever he did.
Make that number 7 on the period. Great little pass from Gavin. Doesn't waste any time. Gets that puck to his stick. Puts it through the 5-hole. These are goals that will make you a goal stick.
Let's watch this really quick.
Puts it.
This player goes around that he sees he's being pursued.
Through the 5.
Cuts hard. Even this player doesn't quite take the inside. He takes a little bit of a wide angle to let himself gain more momentum with the crossover. And then
time gets that puck to his stick, puts it through.
Number 12 sees what's going on,
5-hole,
and he runs a little bit of interference there to make even more space for his team.
It will make you a goal scorer at this level. These are goals that will make you.
What could have happened here? You can see he's headed towards the boards already. I don't really see him, like McKenna, making it through with the puck here.
5-hole. These are goals that will make.
He starts in the center, because he starts in the dead center. His only option is to go wide. Like, he can't go straight down the center. In order to be deceptive, he's got to go wide, which means his only possible fake is wide and then inside. Like, his only option is if this player overcommits, like turns their skates, he can then cut to the inside, attack the heels there, or maybe get a trailer coming up the other side. But because he starts right in the dead center, his deceptive options are actually more limited than if he had started a little bit to the side, like nearer to the dots. Because then if you're near the dots, you can fake to the inside, and the defense has to respect that, and you have a good chance of driving them back and creating more space wide. But if you start in the center, all you can do is skate wide, and the defense can straight up track you all the way to the boards.
At this level,
it's going to be very difficult to get through from that position.
Third game with 7+ goals. Carabella now tries to answer back. Little finesse to Thompson in. Fleming flashing the pad. Rebound goes to Felix Caron. Trying that up high shot from a tight angle. Trying that up high.
Let's watch this again. It's McKenna on the right hand side there. Look, he catches this pass. A lot of people would just sit there, catch it on the boards, and maybe they would try to pass it to maybe number 7 or someone that's back here. He moves with the puck. He catches the puck. Watch, he hasn't even touched the puck with his skate yet, and he's already kind of caught it in. The puck is going past him. He hasn't touched it. He hasn't touched it, but he's in possession of it, even though he hasn't touched it yet, because he's moving along with it.
McKenna, he was the setup man in the most recent tally. assist for number 72.
Catching the puck is oftentimes more in your legs than it is in your stick. A lot of things to do with like stick handling. We think of it as stick handling, but it's not really about what you're doing with the stick. Like controlling the puck with a stick is a more basic skill. It's something that you don't really think about. Say you're training off ice with a ball or something. The best way to train stick handling, the basic skill of stick handling, is to do something like watch a hockey game and try and predict where the puck is going to go while you're stick handling, because you don't want to be looking at the ball. You don't want to be thinking about it at all. You want to be able to do it without giving it any thought, because you want to be thinking about these other things, like where you're moving your feet, where your teammates are. You want to be getting your head up. Are you getting pinched?
Again, turnovers.
So the actual act of stick handling, like we saw earlier, that one the Ohio State player try and just stick handle around a defender using purely his stick, not his skates. That kind of stick handling is unnecessary. All that you really need to do is perfect a simple kind of system of moving the puck into certain positions around your body. Is it like left-hand side, in front of your, or like outside of your left foot, outside of your right foot, and in between your feet? You kind of separate these areas into quadrants, and you just focus on moving the puck between the quadrants and controlling them in specific quadrants. So when you actually get into a situation where you need to dodge a defender, you just kind of reposition your body and do a simple change of position of the puck to another quadrant. And that's how you do your dekes. You don't have to do any fancy toe drags, any like fancy stick work, pushing yourself that you might have a chance of failing. It's really not physically difficult to stick handle. It's more about your body position while you do it.
Tonight has not been one of those nights.
Oh, that was
season
real bad for Red.
8 goals for Penn State tonight.
And this player, number 7, has like a white stick and white tape, and I can like on the video recording I can barely even see it against the ice.
25 seconds to go in the period.
Looks like he's just stick handling with magic.
Spun forward. Riley Thompson. Outnumbered there. Out of the scrum, it's Fink with 12 seconds to go in the period.
Again,
out of the scrum,
look at this
Fink.
player very consciously moving to the outside. I'm pretty confident that this Penn State team probably has a very good coach, just because of the way I'm seeing them play, the way all of their players seem to be very conscious of what they're doing in terms of manipulating the defenders. This is something that you actually see. I mean, I don't watch a lot of NCAA, so I don't know how common it is in NCAA, but in, for example, OHL or major junior games, or even just junior A or anything like that, you don't see this kind of awareness a lot. Like, you can tell right now, 18, the entry is taking, you can see how intentional it is. He's going to the outside. He's trying to get this defender. He's trying to pull him wide so that he can leave that pass, and his teammate will have a little bit of space on the inside. 12, he's probably going to go and set a pick. Exactly. He goes and sets the pick to create room for this player. Both of these two white players in front have worked together now to drive this defender back and create room for the shot.
Smith walks in,
and there
gunning that one wide.
The result of that effort. Fortunately, misses the net.
5 seconds to go. Carabella. 8-3 Penn State advantage.